Ah, I see you're awake. Nice to meet you. My name is Eden. I'm a ruins excavator. Huh? You've forgotten who you are, and where you came from. By all outward appearances, you look well enough. Did you hurt your head? We found you with that Ator's heart we excavated yesterday. At first, we mistook you for a mummy. What in the world happened?
Worker, come hither. Haven't you heard time is black stones? Lord Jardine isn't half as patient as I.
The eminent Lord Jardine must be as quick as a choppy on a full moon. Now, I would love to hear your story, but it seems like it will have to wait. I was hired to excavate the ruins down below. Since the princess's prodding eyes are upon us, let's continue our conversation there.
Oh, you scared the daylights out of me. Are you new here? Who said you could rub your mitts on this without the princess's permission? Huh? What is this nonsense? When did you start? When the moon comes up, shall we have a nice little chat by the loo? It's Wilson, isn't it? I swear he's left his brain on a deserted island somewhere, but I am a generous person. I, Collins, shall teach you all you need to know. This ancient weapon is called an Ator. It's absolutely dangerous, so do not touch it!
Oh, this stench! How dare you stand so close? You... What? The way down to the ruins? What? Now, even these peons. Do you know how hard I worked to make this excavation happen? Need I have you all discharged to be taken seriously?
I shall gladly take whatever punishment you feel is adequate once we return. But, Princess, I beseech you to withhold your anger for just a moment. How dare you stand in the way of What would compel you to ask such an obvious thing? Did you not? We told Eden how important this site is, yet he dares to bring in someone so wet behind the ears. He's making it quite hard to trust him as a leader.
Eden was handpicked by our eminent Lord Jardine. Do you doubt the Grand Chamberlain of Serendia's shrewdness?
I sincerely apologize, Princess. That was not—
I shall punish you for your suspicions in time. For now, just concern yourself with how to restore his honor.
Yes, I shall give this new recruit a fitting task. Fortune truly favors you. Ruins excavation starts with picking up a pickaxe. It's a simple task, so go to—
Eden's strong new recruit finally arrived, I see. Now tell us, how did you get locked in the sights of that spoiled princess? Oh, never mind. Do you see those hungry wolves stalking about in the grass? The horses won't budge thanks to that scary lot. Sir Roig may appear like he's not watching, but he sees all. So this is the time to show your stuff, my friend.
Weren't you an excavator? I thought you'd get eaten live. But it seems you've some use. I'll grant you access to the ancient stone chamber. Go and help Eden finish up with the excavation.
You're practically drooling over those relics. Does a visit to places such as this make your heart skip a beat as well? Oh, so you're the living relic Eden discovered. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Not sure why no one has ever stumbled upon this stone chamber up until now, but I guess you're some sort of lucky charm, aren't you? It just so happens that the day you awoke was the day we finally cracked the secret of these 5 stone murals. These murals of prophecy. Take a closer look. A depiction of Noir the Enormous. One day, and eternal life. Quite alas, the king, by the fortunate, this was apparently. However did the ancients pierce this one? Yeah, you can't miss her. Just listen to her speak and you will catch...
My word. Is that the final mural? And you are? Are you the one Eden described as a living relic he found toppled over? My name is Martha Kean, an archaeologist by trade.
Martha! Martha! I found it! Come quickly!
Well, no time for handshakes. My, is it just me? Or are we seeing some steady developments after your awakening? If everyone worked towards a single goal in harmony, heaven on earth could be achieved. I swear I've seen these writings in an ancient text in Valencia somewhere. Who could have made such a thing? Every time I make a discovery like this...
Martha from all the way over here. I was wondering who their special guest would be, and it was you. You and I have already been introduced, though I believe you've yet to meet my comrade, the beautiful Ganelle, Orwin.
Eden, come now, quit it! Greetings. I am Orwin of it.
Well, do be careful. The remains of many petrified ancients are strewn about. It appears some unpredictable power remains sealed within this relic.
Not to mention the upside-down trees that are rooted around the relic as well. During my brief stay in the forests in the Southern Territories, I
dabbling in forbidden texts from... Wait, stand back, right now!
Oh my goodness, what are you doing all of a sudden?
Are you awake? These are the memories of the forgotten world. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Your face suddenly turned pale. Are you okay? You remembered something, didn't you? But why would you do such a thing in front of an ancient relic you've never seen before? Wait, who could it be?
You wouldn't have some red-eyed being whispering incessantly in your head now, would you?
It must be a black spirit. Those entities that bring ruin to all who succumb to their whispers. I was joking when I called you a living relic, but now it appears that name was right on the mark.
Eden, please, isn't that a bit too much? And yet, it may be wise to tell the others what we've just witnessed. The relic has begun to move. At this rate, the dark energies will...
The relic probably awakened after reacting to your black spirit. Be careful. Those spirits will definitely seize any chance to swallow you whole.
I knew it, I knew it! I knew you were trouble the moment I laid eyes on you. Forget what you know how many hours of labor were wasted because of you. Are you going to explain this delay to that...
Oh, calm down, Laffy. If it weren't for this adventurer, we would have never found the Black Stone. So, it'll be fine.
You think that alone will ease her temper? Why are you so oblivious to the ways of the world?
White Witch? To think that she was part of your lost memories.
Why don't we speak more on the matter after returning to the Western Guard camp? Princess Durat's awaiting our report on the relic excavation results.
I bet she'll give us an earful after she hears of our findings, but that's for us to deal with. What about our friend here? Princess Durat won't let just anyone waltz right into the Western Guard camp.
Do you know of any way we might get on her good side? Anything that might put her in a more magnanimous mood?
The only time I've seen the princess's foul temper abate were the day she met with Grand Chamberlain Jordine. Truth is, we've been waiting for a wagon with supplies from Western Guard camp, but it's yet to pass by. I had a bad feeling something in the woods may have caused the wagon's delay. If it's not too much trouble.
It's a bit inconvenient, but I suppose that's the way of the world. We'll wrap things up here and follow right after you.
I'm saved. I thought you'd walk right past me. What? My wagon's over there. Broken into pieces. I just realized my...
The moment I saw you slay those wolves, I knew you weren't ordinary. A weapon is more suited to your hand than a pickaxe. Well, one good turn deserves another. I've secured a job for you. Do as you're ordered, and you'll find your life.
My name is Fania, and I am an officer of the Western Guard Camp. I'd rather not meet under such circumstances, but it appears we have no choice. I heard from Sir Roy that you...
It appears their skills were wasted digging for relics.
Let's consider this a full...
See? Nope.
This is the Western Guard camp overseeing Eastern Balanos. I heard a ruckus and thought it was the goblins again. Ah! Officer Fania, you're wounded!
I'm fine. This is the one who saved us from the imps. And yet goblins again.
Geath, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. That's the work of the goblin kid.
The imps mistake one day. Red, I don't blame Gear for his...
It seemed... Don't worry.
Why don't you go visit this...
recommendation from Officer Fania herself. With the more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from time to time on what new skills you are able to. The more skills you learn.
Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived safely. We were worried sick. We thought the imps had... We were just about ready to send you off, but would you have preferred a wooden spoon?
Spoons, Luffy? You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning calm, are we?
We've been granted...
I suppose we'll find her in her...
Lord Jordine, absolute rule. I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith. Does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken? I place my faith, my wag. Do you think I poured out...
Apologies, Your Highness. What we found was merely the empty remains of the stones, after the black spirits sealed within had consumed all of their power.
You. You're professionals. You think these results will welcome me into...
Ah, you've lost your memories, haven't you? Congratulations on your first castigation. Though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black stones excavated in Serendia are being shipped directly to... Why is this Jordine fellow making his own fiancée aid another nation in gathering black stones?
Since there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's time that we set off for another excavation site. One possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate fate is to succumb to its darkness and become a monstrosity. I pray you remain on the right path.
Stop scaring them, I...
From our first encounter, I knew there was more to you than meets the eye. I have a proposal for you. What say you... Then,
We are currently tasked with finding the source of all this chaos. The very leader of the imps himself, Red Nose. He suddenly appeared. So, I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills. And I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye for quality soldiers...
Without your aid, this would have been quite the bloodbath indeed. Let's use this momentum to track if you know the enemy, and a few days ago some of our soldiers encountered red nodes. I will be waiting here.
Defense is survival. Don't hesitate investing in armor.
His nose was so... I was patrolling the northern forest when I felt a cold energy behind. When I turned around, I saw an imp the size of an house. Boy, that imp was strong. Hi, look. If you...
The armor. Useless after the beating it took. I disposed of it. Ah, but whatever odds and ends I found at the scene, The armor. You... This.
No, I was off duty, heading anyway. I spotted an imp wandering. Well, this is rather embarrassing, but I flicked him on the head and said, Hey, pal, you red nose or something? Then the ground started to quake.
You started this whole... Where are you from? Not from here.
It was all not... I'll think about that later. The important thing now... You're up for the task on...
It's you, the living relic. Look here, I've caught a useful prisoner, ready to be really blown away.
I told you, I don't know where the boss is. Our boss...
Hey, Eden told me that you are an expert on this. Why don't you show what you've...
No one knows where the boss's hideout is.
Then I shouldn't have wasted my time capturing you.
Do you think I knew I'd get caught like this? Wow, look at the brains on this beanstalk. And you think us imps are stupid? Red nose or blue nose, the beanstalk asks, without even thinking to ask about Tiny Nose.
Oh, Tiny Nose. Who's Tiny Nose?
What? I said nothing. Imps are extremely loyal to one another. Red Nose will defeat Gieth and bring endless abundance. Wolf meat? Red Nose and Tiny Nose are brothers! Yes!
Well, the chef might have some leftovers.
Tiny Nose is always down at the cave. Just one bite. Tiny Nose is clever. He makes deals with beans. Beanstalks give delicious cooked meat.
There must be more to it. I must let our captain know.
I will look for traces of red.
Still cat. Shush, shush. You need to lower the voice. Really? How did you know I like this? I've prepared a mineral wagon. Help yourself. Huh? What do you mean you don't need it? Our boss? You want to hear about Red Nose? One rainy, he was wiping away his tears in seclusion after being roughed up for his shiny schnoz when he was discovered by a man wrapped in black robes. He opened his hand to reveal Red Nose prayed before this man clad in black. I wish for the power to flatten every hearing. The man told Red Nose to remember that mark, saying that he will have to fight alongside him one day.
black stones are the source of his power. That makes sense. All things accounted for. Of course I know about Now, let's review the information we've gathered up until now. Normally, Red Nose is average imp-sized, grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. How might we prod him into such a state? Your tactic is to mistake him for the imp you just met in the cave. Grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. How might we prod him into such a state? Well, I've yet to meet a Blue Nose, but I'll let you know if I do. Grows to gigantic proportion. Right! I'd almost forgotten the magical power of mockery. Good. Now it's my turn. Using the information you gathered from the Western Guard camp, I tracked down the local... You can see here traces of Red Nose's hopping mad rampage. What a gruesome scene. I was racking my... Take this potion. You'll be able to follow the energy... What? You think I'm trying to poison you? I didn't even brew it. Eden did, so drink up. Oh, can you see it? Hold on, don't... I dare say. Did you just lick that? Not the strangest tracking technique I've seen, but close. It's Red Nose's hideout. Why don't you take a step back? Bania's soldiers will be here soon. It's best to fight together.
not only tracked down Red Nose's hideout, but defeated him all on your own. That's some. How could someone with such prowess find themselves shoveling dirt for some pretty boy in a headband? How would you feel about putting your potential to better use? The people could use a...
If you would just hand over the black stone that was in Red Nose's possession.
Apologies, Your Highness, but I couldn't find it. He likely took it with him into the Dark Rift.
Ah, so my time is yet again...
It's true. The imps have settled down, thanks to you, but I think we all just expected.
Tiny Nose's information was instrumental to defeating Red Nose, but he is also directly to blame for drawing out this feud.
We found evidence of them trading military supplies with humans.
A prisoner of war should be kept chained, but it would be a shame to waste such talent and intellect. What shall be done with him?
That's much too generous.
I've got...
We've lost track. There's a coastal...
Stifle your pleading.
I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. Rumors have it that you've tried to take credit for the defeat of Red Nose. To get your name dragged through the mud like that? Who did you piss off? Anyway, the Sage Alustin is waiting for you. We sincerely welcome you to Velia.
This says that Red Nose has been defeated!
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you? It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what would I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I prayed this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
What's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided. Again.
Hardell is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so... Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark energy, eons old. I am Alustin. An alchemist who feels eons old himself at times. Some see these wrinkles as a sign of wisdom. But a wise man would have all. Bruno and Cliff have told me all I need to know. Of Red Nose tearing through the Dark Rift, and his defeat at your hands. To cause such noticeable mutations in his physical appearance means that the black stone was of extremely high purity. To have such an item in his possession, this man clad in black, we should not take him lightly. We should undertake our investigation discreetly. Clarence is away on some other task. I would like you to assist my other daughter in investigating this matter.
You have found the right place if you're looking to check in horses and don't...
Papa? You've brought someone along? Friends of my father get better deals. They're basically just watered-down versions of Florence's potions anyway. I'm kidding! Please, buy my wares.
Eileen, save your sales pitch. I've a task for you. Think you can handle it?
What? Another one? But I just finished the last one. Can't Florence just swoop in and save the day?
Well, if you don't want this opportunity to meet a black spirit host in the flesh...
What? No way. Look at those dreamy eyes. Nothing like the vacant corpse-like expressions I read about.
Eileen, manners.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'll just go stick my head in a cauldron and die now.
Come now, child. No need for dramatics. They are in need of your aid.
Me? Specifically? Sure you didn't just confuse me for Clarence? Gosh, okay. Let's see. How long have you been exposed? Oh, wow. That's a bit excessive. And likely to have accelerated the spirit's encroachment. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering fill your head? Do you have an unquenchable thirst? Is that thirst for apocalyptic chaos?
Eileen!
Got it, Papa. I'll... can do it. Definitely. Probably.
I've received a summons from the Grand Chamberlain Jordine. There are urgent matters at Alejandro Farm to which I must attend. I'll be expecting fair tidings upon my return. Adventurer, please give Eileen your full cooperation.
Right. Clarence will be off to college soon, setting the academic world on fire. Why was I talking about fire? Gathered so many so quickly? Guess I've got nothing to fear with you around. Though, as soon as we smite one wicked task, another always rears its head. So, I don't see the harm in us taking our time with them. Papa said you needed help, but... what's a couple of hours? Or why don't we take a short walk over to the church? I see that bell tower over there. Why don't you... go on ahead. I need to touch up my faith for church.
my faithful congregation who've gathered. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might. Sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that spanned from Calphion to Valencia. These two nations then declared war with these black stones, who watered the great desert with blood until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calphionians know the great desert as the Black Desert. But for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red. Not so long after, Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to him.
Stop bothering me. Please take away my mother's
Please.
puzzle.
Home to live in is all I want.
Ah, there you are.
So long after,
Shall we sit together?
Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our...
Shirking your alchemical studies again. Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Father filled me in. I only came here to confirm my suspicions. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until you're spent and exhausted. And when you show the slightest sign of weakness, you will be under its control in an instant. My advice, go get some rest. As for my sister, well, it seems she's already lost interest in you. Don't dawdle here listlessly. Go find Chief Igor Bartali. He's known to treat adventurers with the utmost hospitality.
You cats. I wish someone would help.
Ah, so you're the one Alustin spoke of. We finally meet. I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. There was a time, but it's right over there. My wife, Islin, will treat you to some refreshments. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot-shotting is an excuse for breaking a dish or two. This is the chef of our inn, David. Talented, aye, but patrons love him because he pays little heed to the cost of ingredients. Those two over there act like brothers once that one over there just keeps to himself, smoking his pipe all day long, never orders a thing. Literally running on fumes he is. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order in right away. Roasted chicken salad. Top choice. It's so good you'll have dreams about it. Good, good. Take it.
Where's the joy to be soldiers in Western camp without a tavern?
Finally. I've been looking forward to dining together. First, tell me, who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down? Ah, I heard of that one. Quite the smart imp he is. I hope to see him in town someday. But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As I recall, he was ever so tiny and timid.
What do you really need to be wearing?
The black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my finger to teach him a lesson. Ah, well. Frustrating though it may be, in times like this, your grand journey is still underway.
Well now, what's this? You two together? Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Oh, Uno. It has been some time. Where have you been quenching your thirst while your old friend's throat is dry?
Me, just had a pint of the dancing mug. And yet to think a black stone of such high purity.
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant. But I, too, am reminded of the tale of the Great Desert. 10 years past now?
This is your first time hearing it, right? Listen, 10 years passed. In the distant desert, a sudden and strange phenomenon occurred. The ground beneath us, it was the ruins of Histria, once existing only in ancient texts, held deep within her, a final chamber composed of the purest black stones.
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears can't take it any longer. Be present. It's the year 286. 286!
Nostalgia serves as the greatest drive in the twilight years of a senile old fool.
Never thought I'd see the day when Igor the Adventurer was properly domesticated.
I may not look it now, but I was indeed quite the adventurer in my day.
Look, and on my honor, I swear on that day I clearly saw it. The shining star fall into the hills of the forest of seclusion.
What you really need to be wearing.
I promise you.
The author of Avarice.
This stuff is great.
Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard. Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Tronin, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Trannon Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil. Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown. We're going to pay her a visit. Oh, poor Emma. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. See, she's a descendant of that house. That family. No wonder she shuns people. 105th Grave Rock. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventure. He gave me a place to set up my own shop. And he's serious about restoring the Bartali name. The Bartali family store their ashes. Go ahead and take the path near the
I'm Tranen Underfoe, a blacksmith with patience. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself a valuable new patron. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will certainly be a regular at the forge. From now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. And, by the way, where are you off to with Eileen? Ossuary? Got peculiar taste, that's for sure. Most tourists would prefer visiting more scenic spots. On your way there, give my regards to my dear friend Richie, if you could. He's not been in his town too long. Think I'm the only friend he has.
Oh, Eileen, you've come with a new friend today. You didn't let a grave robber trick you into bringing them here.
I know that I may not be the brightest compared to my sister, but I'm not that foolish, you old man.
It's merely that everyone trusts Clorence's shrewd nature will keep her safe. You, on the other hand, well, what brings you here? Richie? I wasn't aware he had any friends to receive regards from. Anyway.
Well, this isn't as scary as I thought it would be. Anything good here? Huh? Oh, over there! Ah! A ghost!
Ah! A human?
What? A talking ghost? Adventurer, exorcise it!
Don't you know who I am? The notorious grave robber, Afuaru's cousin!
Oh, that was scary. I've never been ghosted before. Think it enjoys haunting an ossuary falling into ruin. I thought that Houtman had the easiest job in town, but that is clearly... Adventurer? What's this? Do you think the ghost dropped it? A key! The Bartali crest is engraved on it. So maybe it unlocks something. I'll ask Richard... Where is he? Come on, let's go thank goodness.
No. This is just me salvaging the last bits of my pride off the floor.
What's all this commotion about?
Old man, did you know that Richie was trapped in here all along? You really keep vigilant watch over the ossuary, huh?
What? Another grave robber showed their ugly mug? Oh, that cowardly Richie was... I can't be everywhere all... If it were your sister here, she would have...
Well, you're not wrong. That's Eileen for you. Makes you wonder if she truly is the great Alustin's daughter. Sorry we didn't get much out of this adventurer. I wanted to lift Emma's spirits for a change.
Oh my. But no. Hello. My name is Emma, daughter.
But look at this. My howls of terror must have shocked that grave robber into dropping it.
The script is kind of old, but I think I can read it. It appears to be someone's journal from the Kingdom of Kron. The script is kind of old, but I think I can read it.
My poor, lonely Hannah. The springs caught you persevered alone. The world came crashing. It is another trace of... Well, I just can't keep avoiding it like this. In Kron Castle, ruined by sins of past, lay tiny souls hidden, tears amassed. I reach out to comfort those unnamed, but some strange force keeps me restrained. Then, black as smoke soon overtakes me. I flee and flee. Can no one save me? The crimson gaze. I can't escape thee. My piercing screams what finally wakes me. And now, whispers haunt me beyond my dreams. But I'm unaware of this.
Texts I've read are to be trusted. The Black Spirit has begun to take hold of her.
Eileen, if we take action, goblins that were driven away, and those goblins, all this havoc may account
You are most dear to the Chief, Emma. And to me too, because you're my friend.
Thanks, Eileen, you're right. Grusha is a loyal protector of House Hop.
Croncott to even.
Then Grusha, let me at least meet the Goblin Chief. I've heard...
Eileen, the chief you knew doesn't exist anymore.
Our race has been reborn entirely. The old chief who used to dance the
in front of the bonfire
is now buried beneath the fields of Agris. A young, giant and mighty chief has taken his place and...
What are you ladies doing here in the perilous goblin? Head of the Goblin Infiltration Task Force, Grusha Nork. According to foreign agreement, your job as a scout has been terminated. I'm sure you're well aware that the goblins turning vicious and aggressive is causing quite a setback in trade relations with Serendia. The Chief and Grand Chamberlain have already come to an agreement. You have no other choice than to follow their orders.
You? That's me.
You're still acting as the goblin's mouthpiece, eh? Understand that Velia has no further plans to coexist with the goblins.
Yes, I mean,
goblins didn't do anything wrong.
Another chance? Well, who have we here? The hero who defeated Red Nose! Did you say you want to meet Grusha and the Goblin King Giath? We're more than glad to have someone as skilled as you do us a favor. But are you sure that you'll be fine with someone like him? Since our chief is so fond of you, I'll trust you with this task. However, bear in mind, the goblins are awaiting our swift subjugation. You'll have to finish the job quick before we start the attack.
But I don't know where the chief is either yet. But there's something... Oh, I almost forgot. We must go through a ritual before we do, or else my friends won't let you step foot near them. If you gain an understanding of our tradition as you destroy those totems, the goblins will accept you as their friend. I mean... Meet Toto and my other goblin friends. Toto, this person stood against the Velia vigilantes. He says, thanks for Toto, what do you mean? You want me to look at the mural behind us? Was it redrawn? Us goblins are a race that have called Balanos home for some time now. Just like the people of... Well, that was before that violent, red-nosed imp exiled us. He prayed for youth and the power to protect his race. Then, one day, a man wrapped in black robes. The man didn't stay long, but imparted a black-coloured stone unto the chief. That stone might have... The honorary goblet. The goblins are more vicious towards out. A human commander's body has become the vessel that hosts our king. But our king still bears the name of Kiev. Oh, what that must mean. This stone grave actually contains... It doesn't matter. It's...
Look! Black energy erupted. I've seen this symbol in one of my father's books. It's a mark indicating the Goblin King is hiding in a dark rift.
What brings you ladies here to such...
I thought I might find something useful.
The goblin...
My ladies. All goblin... I will take the ladies to Fintover.
I knew I could trust you. Now, let's read the book to Facroxus Antonio. The immortal alchemist said the ritual must go on, and
The one who must have appeared in my dreams for a reason. I need to speak with him. Is there any way we can summon Gieth from the Dark Rift?
There must be a way, Lady Emma. But your grandfather would have me hanged if I'd let you pass out. Your grandfather would have me hanged.
I'd be more than happy to whip you up a meal, but nothing comes for free now, does it? My farm wasn't always looking a mess like this. I'd be more than happy to whip you up a meal, but nothing comes...
I'll be more than happy to handle the cooking, though I know most of your harvest has already gone out to...
Eileen, be a dear and scrounge up some... I'm not sure if we've got any...
That earthy aroma. Oh, it reminds me of my grandmother's steam. That didn't take too long, right? I have good senses.
Good. According to what...
Oh, I remember it because then she said... Oh, right! Sands of Time! But Papa brought...
Color me surprised.
I'm sorry.
I think you're crossing the line here, Takros. My grandfather will hear of your behavior. Eileen, don't give up.
Well...
A goblin's horn should do that.
I have a black stone. It once belonged to the old chief.
Singular mind, eh? You keep mum until we start on about goblins. That black stone is better put to use elsewhere. Right now, we have a better tool at our disposal. The goblins themselves.
Quiet! I can't think. I'm becoming potato-brained standing in all these potatoes. What's your gut?
Thank you. You won't regret... Thank you. It's not that I can't when Gieth came, though Takros may feel cheap.
Time to finally put my alchemical training now. Please fetch me the first ingredient. I require fresh blood of a weasel. Fortunately, there are plenty of weasels. And I've even brought my... Next, we'd need a shimmering wildflower. They're sometimes found blooming in Awa. The story goes that the shimmering...
Let's go hunt out it.
Thank goodness. Oh, you got here quickly. Don't look at me like that. It actually took a lot of ingenuity to put that together. All right. Now, if we perform some simple alchemy with these ingredients... Don't look at me like that. It actually took a lot... Oh, look at the color of the smoke. I think that means you were successful. Take those, place them inside the pot, and... the sands of time.
It's the moment of truth.
Finally.
Sprinkle this on... Sprinkle this. Takros probably should have already arrived in Velia by now. Goodness, adventurer. Whatever are you?
It was you, Gieth. The one who pushed me towards Kron Castle in my dreams.
Emma, be careful, okay? Will she be alright, adventurer?
He appears to be saying something. Adventurer, I wish to speak with him.
I need the power and wisdom to protect my people. It seems that I still lack both. I need more black stone. The black stones granted me the gift of this flesh. At the same time, so too began this dreadful nightmare of Kron. He spoke to me. If I wished for the nightmares to end, all I needed to do was but destroy the relic atop the spire at Kron Castle.
Who was he? Are you speaking of the man clad in black robes? Was he the one who gave you the black stone?
You seem to know a lot more than I thought. As he instructed me, I advanced toward Kron Castle, bringing destruction to all I laid eyes upon, and yet, at the spire, I encountered one who could not be killed. This body I inhabit froze at first sight.
You too have been dreaming the same nightmares as I. What did you find at the spire?
The thirst, it burns. It overwhelms me once more. Soon this body shall no longer be able to reside in this world. By the time I return, I shall be caught in the abyss, maddened by a pain that only my flesh shall remain, crying out. If only someone would remember that—
Gia! Wait!
I'm speechless. Did you end up losing that fiend? We should have joined forces to exterminate him and the rest of the goblins for good.
Gieth is gone for good, so you can rest easy. Though, do you perhaps know who's guarding the relic within Kron Castle?
And where'd you hear something like that? That kind of knowledge shouldn't be tossed around so casually.
It doesn't matter how we know. You're resident of Velia now, Takros. Don't you think it's your civic—
Understood, milady. I shall tell you of all that I know. None of this is news to the chief anyway. The reason the Median deserters could stay in those ruins, well-fed, well-supplied, is due to aid from an outside benefactor. Not a clue who—
Outside benefactor. Sounds wealthy.
I'm not sure. In exchange for their constant support, they had only one condition: for us to protect the spire's entrance at any cost. We were also instructed to never open the entrance. Didn't stop a few fellows whose curiosity was greater than their sense.
What happened to them?
They died. Milady, you're not thinking of going there.
We must head to Kron Castle. Adventurer, I believe this is the most opportune time with you by our side.
I see there's no changing your mind. With our current numbers, a full frontal assault would be— Once inside, you'll find a man named Beadle hiding out in exile. He too seems interested in getting out, settling down in Veli. I'll remain here and keep an eye out for—